First of all, amazing job on this show. It has so much heart. I absolutely love it. And it's a great show that I can watch with my family. But your characters are all amazing. You guys are great at it. First question I have is for you, Tiana. The girls have had the safety in the first season of being at an all-girls school. This year, we get the influx of the Belford boys. Can you talk to me a little bit about how this might affect their game, especially with young Trevor, Principal Thomas's son, being there?
Yes. Destiny does definitely take a little bit to the principal's son, Trevor, who's an amazing actor, Sam. But the boys coming in general definitely stirs things up. And I think that their dynamic, not only showing, the inequalities of men and women's sports, the girls are they become second-class citizens at their own school, which is something they had never been subjected to before because it was an all-girls school. So I think that in itself demonstrates, for the girls, a whole new dynamic shift. And then the way that they kind of react to the girls outside of the court and, in the school, they definitely test a lot of our relationships, and the girls are kind of forced to grow and change and question the way they do things. And there's definitely a new side to Destiny because of that with someone's son. So.
Absolutely. Now, Tisha, Mouse takes a huge step in moving forward with her relationship with Harper. How do we see that explored through season 2? And will we get a glimpse into her home life and her background a little bit?
Yeah, we'll definitely see a glimpse into her home life. I'm very excited for everyone to see what her parents look like and what they are, what they represent. And I'm just really glad to continue the storyline with Mouse and Harper, because Mouse really gains confidence in this relationship. And she does things that she doesn't necessarily want to do, but it's very important for her to do in order for her to be the authentic person that she wants to be.
I love that. Cricket, your character Samantha has dealt with a lot last season, from being dismissed by her old team to being ridiculed by that coach, and her old boyfriend being with somebody new. What did Samantha learn from those moments, and what challenges does she face this season?
Ooh, I think she learned a lot. I guess she has more of this than I thought in both seasons, which is just like support from her friends. Whether it was, hearing that she was getting, kind of the wrath from her old team and her old coach, or my friends were so there for me and my teammates were so there for Samantha. And so I think that's really important. I think the ex-lover thing's just tricky. It's especially in like a school like that where it's close to it. It's kind of bound to happen. Somebody's going to like somebody that somebody already liked. But yeah, Samantha's definitely a hopeless romantic, which you will see more. She definitely played that in season 1, but she's even more in season 2. So I think bringing the boys into the dynamic is very interesting there. And then, you get to see like a darker, just a deeper side to Samantha. You just kind of see that not everyone can be sunshine and rainbows all the time. And I think she does a good job of covering everything up, but that's really exhausting in the end. So you can't really.
I feel like that's so relatable too, because I've felt, a lot of those issues that she's dealt with as well. And I love that it's addressed on this show. Tiana, your character had learned a huge family secret from last season. How will that affect her this season? And does she have the desire to meet her father, her biological father?
I think this season is all about that for her. I think last season, finding out about the switch with her mom and her aunt was kind of like world rocking for her. And this season, she's definitely kind of come to terms with that and to terms with like the idea that life is not always going to be exactly what you think. And sometimes that's okay. And everyone's family is different. So this season, she's ready to look for her biological father. And I think for her journey is really just about answers. She's not looking for something that fits what she, thinks her life or her family should look like. And she's ready to kind of see what happened there. And I know she wants to know why he isn't there anymore. And for her, I think the way that she deals with it shows a lot more growth and maturity than she had in the first season, where I think she was a bit more hard-headed and a bit more not open to the changes that were happening in her life.
I love seeing your characters all grow, especially in this second season. The last question I have for you guys is, you guys get a new addition to your team, Ava. How do the girls feel about Ava on the team, and how does she help or hurt the team? And that's for any of you.
She comes in and she stirs the pot. And so I think that that's really fun. I think for Samantha's character, she kind of is a little chameleon. She's kind of friends with whoever's new and exciting. So she just kind of makes Samantha do something she maybe wouldn't have done. And it's kind of an interesting influence on her. I don't know what the other girls have to say.
I think she definitely helps the team at least grow in their own separate ways. She makes the team stronger, I think, in a sense.
Yeah. Awesome. I lied. I do actually have one more question. Where do you guys want to see your characters go in season 3?
Ooh. I think Samantha needs to find love, little hopeless romantic. No, I'm just kidding. Because I think you also see her, gain confidence in her friends and herself. So I think it's all fun and games.
How about you guys? Do we see a future with Harper and Mouse in season 3?
I certainly hope so. I'm not going to spoil anything, but in season 2, but I'd also like to see her home life a little more, because she does touch on a little bit of her, like, her traditions and her culture, and like that's really personal for me, because like Filipino culture isn't really portrayed in media as much.
Absolutely. Tiana?
I agree with that as well. I think one thing that I absolutely loved about our show is just, that we have so many different cultures. And I think with Destiny, I was so grateful to be able to portray a character that is true to my heritage. Destiny is half Black, half Asian. And so I think for the next season, if we got one, I would love to kind of see that for her as well, and kind of see more of that dynamic, and see her kind of at home with her new parents, and also kind of just see where she's going in terms of school. The years are going by, and she's always kind of been very career driven. So I think I'd be excited to see, what other interests she has other than basketball and her family and her friends.
Well, look, you guys are amazing. Your cast chemistry amazing, and I absolutely love Big Shot. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks.